All right.
Yeah, I can take the role for Malavika if you want me to.
Yes, please. Thank you. All right. So before we get into roll, welcome everyone to our, oh, Malavika's here. Never mind that, Brett, but thank you so much for willing to do that, or for being willing to do that. I appreciate that. All right. So thank you everyone for coming to our final Senate meeting of the 2021-2022 academic year. It's been a great year to be serving with all of you. I'm happy to have gotten to know all of you, and I am so thankful for being able to work on what we've done with you all. So let's get into the important things. Roll call, our final roll call for this Senate. Internal Affairs Director, Malavika.
Yes. Arts and Sciences Student Council. Can you hear me?
Kind of, yes. You're roboting out, at least for me.
Okay. Arts and Sciences Student Council. Is that better?
No.
Should I just type it in the chat then?
Bluetooth headphones don't really work with Zoom. That's a message I just got.
You can ask
Yeah.
Brett.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Never mind the never mind, Brett. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Just give me 1 second here.
Absolutely. And for the new senators, even if you do not know you're going to be a senator yet, whenever you have attendance go on a roll call vote, you will say your council name and then your name. So whenever you have a roll call vote or roll call, you will present your council and then your name.
Alrighty, here we go. Arts and Sciences Student Council. Alrighty. Block School Student Association.
Block School Student Association, Matt Slaney, present.
Block School Student Association, Tate Berry, present.
Collegiate Panhellenic Council.
Collegiate Panhellenic Council, Haley Prinz, present.
Let's see, Conservatory Student Association, I'm here.
Conservatory Association, Connor Gott, also here.
Graduate Student Council.
Graduate Student Council, Eli Fair, present.
Interfraternity Council.
Reese, your mic is not working.
Is it working now?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Interfraternity Council, Reese Wood, present.
Medical School Advisory Council.
Medical School Advisory Council, Stephanie Kim, present.
Medical School Advisory Council, Erica Rampali, present.
Multicultural Student Organization Council.
Student Organization Council, Nabil is here.
National Panhellenic Council.
National Panhellenic Council, Aaron, present.
Pharmacy Student Council.
Pharmacy Student Council, Amy Janowski, present.
School of Biological and Chemical Sciences Student Council.
School of Biological and Chemical Sciences Student Council, Christian Dang, present.
School of Computing and Engineering Student Council.
School of Computing and Engineering Student Council, Reagan Dunn, present.
School of Dentistry Student Council.
School of Dentistry Student Council, Alexandria Thomas, present.
School of Education Student Council.
School of Education Student Council, Nicole Davidge, present.
School of Education Student Council, Jessica Metter, present.
School of Law.
School of Law, Delilah Miller, present.
School of Law, Ryan Head, present.
Sexuality and Gender Alliance Council.
Sexuality and Gender Alliance Council, Tatiana Taylor, present.
Student Athlete Leadership Council.
Student Athlete Leadership Council, Thomas Luger filling in for Micaiah Mullins.
Student Council of Nursing and Health Studies.
Nursing and Health Studies, Joey Gamble, present.
Nursing and Health Studies, Kaya, present. I'm standing in for Lizzie Johnson.
Thank you.
And Senators at Large.
Quinn Tran, Senator at Large, present.
Siggy Rudnick, Senator at Large, present.
Duke Porter, Senator at Large, present. I believe we are at quorum. Not that we're doing anything that actually requires quorum today, but it is nice to have it. If you joined late and you missed roll call, please message Malavika that you are present. And make sure you let her know what council you're serving. This does not apply to new senators who are joining us. All right, so we have no old business, but we do have some new business. So I'm going to stop sharing so that way Todd can announce the election results, because we had a busy ballot this past week. And I think I need to, there we go. You should be able to share now.
Okay. Can I get a thumbs up if you can see that? Great. Thank you, everyone. I am happy to share the results on behalf of everyone who voted. And so I think there's some good and important things to share, but I also want to use this time to thank all those who voted, including all those who ran, because I know it is not an easy thing to run, especially in this very interesting Zoom environment that we had this year. Let me advance the slides here and we'll get going. This year we had 609 total votes, which was more than 2021, but definitely a lower vote total that happened. And I always include our vote totals through online history all the way back to 2012. Now we'll get into results that shows a total of 609 folks votes. That's the total number of votes that were cast. There was no multiple voting because it's kind of hard to multiple vote with SSO. And we were able to verify the election results with the student information system, and they will come as follows. First, for Senator at Large, we had 10 candidates and only 9 senators at large that could have won their seats. And so write-in candidates were not enough to be verified. And so as you can see here on the next slide, here are the 9 new senator at larges. So I will also be sending this with the official minutes, but you can also see that here are the 9 senators at large that have been elected and that will serve in the 2022-2023 Senate. All right. For the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, we had one candidate that advanced with 93% of the vote. That is Lauren. So congratulations, Lauren. There is one open seat. The write-in candidates that were verified were non-consequential, like Mickey Mouse, Casey Rue, and others. But we will verify to see if that is, if any one person did win, but it looks like it's non-verified. Going on to the block school, there was one senator on the ballot. Nina has won one of the Senate seats. There will be one open Senate seat, 93 to 7% split. We are also reviewing write-in candidates again, but it seems like they are non-students yet again. Going to the conservatory had 2 students on the ballot. Both Brett and Sylvia have won election to serve as senators for the conservatory. Write-in candidates will also be reviewed, but at this time they don't need to be reviewed because they have 2 senators that won the majority of the vote. Moving on, the Graduate School Council, Duke Porter has been elected, 95% of the vote. 5% was write-in candidates. Again, we will review to see if those are active or needed to advance, but it looks like the Graduate School Council will have one open seat. For the new School of Science and Engineering had 4 candidates. Laura and Chris received a majority of the votes and will be the new senators in the new School of Science and Engineering. So congratulations to both Laura and Chris, the new senators from the School of Science and Engineering. Okay, in the School of Dentistry, they had also 4 candidates, and Mercedes and Chandler have won election to be senators in the School of Dentistry, and will advance to be senators next year in the School of Dentistry. So congratulations to both of you. I will pause here before we do executive board to show that these schools will need to appoint senators and or hold a special election. The School of Humanities and Social Sciences has 1 seat available. The Block School of Management, 1 seat. The Graduate School Council has 1 seat. The brand new School of Education, Social Work, and Psychological Sciences has 2. The rest of these folks most likely will appoint in time, and I see those coming through, like the School of Law appointed their senators today, the School of Medicine, School of Nursing and Health Sciences, School of Pharmacy, SAGA, MSOC, Fraternity Sorority Council, and the Student Athlete Advisory Council. So as a reminder, everyone has until May 13th at 5 p.m. to appoint your seats by special election through your council, as well as appoint a student activity fee committee member. And that form was emailed out to all senators and can also be found on the SGA ROOGROUPS page. And I will give you a direct link in the chat after I finish this presentation. If your seats are not filled in time, all council funding is frozen for all your student organizations. And so please work to get those filled by May 13th at 5 p.m. Okay, for comptroller, we had 1 candidate, and Zachary, congratulations on the 2022, it says same year, but 2022-23 comptroller. You have been elected as our comptroller, so congratulations to you. For the internal affairs director, we had 2 candidates, Cameron and Megan. Cameron Quick has been elected as our internal affairs director. There is the vote total. Next, for vice president, we do have a new vice president. So congratulations, you've been elected as the 2022-23 vice president for the Student Government Association. Great turnout on the voting and lots of candidates. Appreciate everyone running for that. And last but not least, the president of the Student Government Association next year, Tim Nguyen, has been reelected. as the 2022-2023 president of the Student Government Association. So again, thanks again for everyone who ran, who voted, who made this happen. It doesn't happen without all of you. And so I'll stop my share, but this will be included with the minutes for SGA and publicized to RU News, as well as marketing and communications for the university. And anyone can review this document at any time. So congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you. All right. Back to me sharing my screen. All right. So now that we've had our election results, we must have the Speaker of the Senate election. So for those who are, the new senators, I am the Speaker of the Senate as of right now, and I did have to be elected a year ago when I won my seat originally. So how this is going to work is we will have nomination of candidates. These nominations must be seconded, and then as a nominee, you must either accept or reject the nomination, depending on your preference. I will be giving each candidate 3 minutes to talk specifically about why they think they would be good to be Speaker, why they think they would make a good Speaker of the Senate. And then I will have 5 minutes to be allotted to each or to the candidates by the senators. I'll move the candidates afterwards to a breakout room where then the current Senate can deliberate and vote on who we want as Speaker. And then I'll bring the candidates back and announce the new Speaker then. If you are a current or now a new senator, so for the 2022-2023 school year, and you wish to be nominated, I will happily nominate you, and someone else can second. So just feel free to just message me and I can nominate you and we can get this underway. I nominate Brett Boyer for Speaker of Senate. Do we have a second? So for the new senators, okay, thank you. Brett Boyer, do you accept this nomination?
Yes, I do.
All right. Senator Head.
Thank you. I would like to nominate Quinn Tran.
I second this nomination. Senator Quinn, do you accept this nomination?
Yes, I do.
So for anyone who is new and may not understand what the Speaker does, which is my fault, I should have explained better. The Speaker of the Senate does basically facilitate the meetings, organizes them, is in direct communication with the executive board and senators as a sort of bridge, and makes sure that the SGA runs smoothly. You do receive a stipend at the end of your term, and etc. So now knowing this information, if you were unsure about wanting to be nominated and you want to be nominated to run, now would be the time to message me so I can nominate you, or have someone that you, or nominate someone that you think deserves to be nominated. As I am not hearing any further nominations, I would like to close nominations. Do we have a second for that?
I second that.
Thank you. All right, so our candidates for Speaker of the Senate for the 2022-2023 academic year are Senators Quinn Tran and Brett Boyer. So I will now set a timer and I will let you go first, Brett, as you're the first to nominate or be nominated. So just introduce yourself, why you're wanting to be speaker, etc. Go.
Alrighty, thank you, Duke. Hello, everyone. Welcome to all the new senators. I congratulate you all, and I just like to start by saying whether or not I win this or not, I look forward to getting to know all of you and getting to serve with all of you for next year. Just blanked out, sorry. So I'd like to run to be speaker because I'm proud of the progress that we made this year and what we were able to accomplish next year. And so I just consider myself a very organized and detail-oriented person, and will bring that to this position to help ensure that our Senate runs smoothly and efficiently and that we can get even more accomplished next year. I did win a re-election, so I do have a years of experience here. I helped work on some of the bills that helped to clean up and make our SGA more efficient. So I do have a good insight knowledge onto the rules and the regulations for how the Senate works. Additionally, I served this year as the Speaker pro tempore, which is second to the actual Speaker, and because I was the chair of the Internal Affairs Committee. And over this year, I led the committee in 4 Supreme Court hearings, and I think we had very efficient hearings, and we were able to do our work in a professional manner, and I'm grateful for all the members and their flexibility and for their work this year. And I know we did what we needed to do throughout the year, and I'll bring that type of leadership to this position in ensuring that all the work gets done and that everyone's here and that we can get done what we need to be done. I guess a little bit about myself. So this next year I'll be a junior, and I'm an oboe performance major in the conservatory, and I was also a student in the honors program, and for this previous year I was an OWL in the honors program, so a mentor to the new students and helping them get adjusted and transition into their time at UMKC. And then I have served in various leadership positions in the past in high school, such as presidents and secretaries and section leaders in different clubs and in marching band. And I guess just to kind of close out, like I said, regardless of whether or not I win, I'm just grateful for our SGA here, and I just look forward to getting to serve with you all next year. And I thank you all for hearing me out and for your consideration. And I yield the rest of my time.
Thank you, Senator Brett Boyer. All right, Senator Quinn Tran, 3 minutes, starting now.
Hi, everyone. My name is Quinn Tran. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm currently a sophomore majoring in biology. Being a transfer student, I have recognized many problems on campus that should be addressed and started conversations in doing so. One of the largest problems is SGA itself. While this may sound controversial and many of you did not know that when you applied, it's true. SGA is not as performative based on past legislation and student initiatives. My work this year has been focused on repairing and strengthening the foundation of SGA through the establishment of First Year Council and the Constitution Revision Act. If you are unfamiliar with First Year Council is an umbrella organization under SGA that is geared towards freshmen and transfer students, as our Constitution does not allow them to be directly involved until they earn 12 UMKC credit hours. If elected speaker, I would continue my work in strengthening SGA, primarily working with Senate, and by improving education among senators and empowering the student voice. The relationship between SGA and the student body needs to be significantly improved, and I plan to collaborate with the executive branch and judicial branch in doing so. Thank you for your consideration, and I yield the rest of my time.
Thank you, Senator Quinn Tran. All right, now I will open up the floor to the new senators to ask questions for the next 5 minutes. make sure to raise your hand and I will call on you and you may ask your question. So let's start now. Senator Haley Prince.
Hello. Thank you all so much for running. And one of the things that I noticed is how intricate your knowledge has to be of our rules and regulations, and how meetings are supposed to go in Senate meetings. How familiar are both of you with the line by line functions that need to be required at every meeting per our rules?
I guess I can start with this one. Thank you for your question. I think if you were here, I think you know my record on ensuring that the rules are followed, and if I felt something was not happening, I would call out a point of order or try to correct and ensure that we were staying on the right path. I have reviewed our Constitution, and I do know how our meetings should go, and so I will continue to familiarize myself throughout the summer and ensure that if elected to this position, that I will always have the knowledge with me and always strive to ensure that our rules are being followed. And if we get off course, I will work to get us back on to where we're supposed to be going.
I definitely agree with Brett in the sense of, oh, if something is not correct, then I would just say point of order. But also with my first year council children, education is a big part in terms of preparing them if they want to go to an exec position or a Senate position, making sure that they know the rules and regulations. So within first year council, I've walked them through how to write legislation, Robert's Rules and Orders, and the Constitution. And also Christian and I have worked on the Constitution and Bylaws Revision Act. So constantly seeing those documents every day definitely strengthened my knowledge.
Do we have any other questions? Shia Jaron, did I say that correctly?
No, it's Shay Giron, but don't worry.
Shay Giron.
It's hard to say phonetically, or spell out phonetically. Yes, my
That's
question is for both nominees. And the question is, all resolutions passed by the Senate are just suggestions to the president. How would you exert pressure to get your agenda done?
Well, in the Constitution, it says that the president should enact legislation passed by Senate. So obviously having conversations, knowing why the president does not want to work on this legislation or make sure action is actually taken place is really important. Communication is really key.
Could you just repeat your question, please, just so I can make sure I'm understanding it?
Yeah, so as she was saying, the Constitution says that past resolutions should be passed, but the language should does not mean shall. And so they don't have to, it's just a suggestion. So how would you exert pressure on the administration to take up our resolutions and enact the student voice?
It's a really good question. So if a bill passes the Senate, then it does go to the SGA president for signing, and there is a separation of powers between the branches. So the president can't tell us what to do, and we can't tell the president what to do. And so I think it's truly up to what if the president wants to sign it or not. Obviously, if a bill is passed, then as speaker, as the leader of this body, I would present that to the president and I say, this is what we voted on. It passed us, you know, we are the voices for the students, as well as you. And so we think this is important and that you should sign it and that we should enact it for the students because that's who we're all here to serve. We just serve in slightly different ways. And yes, thank you to Duke. It is the president of our SGA, so it would be Tim again for the next year.
Thank you.
All right. Before I acknowledge Senator Emily, I would like to say that the timer has run out. Do we have a motion to extend speaking time or question times for our candidates?
I move to extend question time for the candidates.
Second.
All right. We will have another 5 minutes. Senator Emily?
So it sounds like both of you guys are very passionate about creating change. So what are some specific plans that you guys would enact if or when you guys are instated as speakers? So like, for example, what are some specific steps you guys would take to reach your goals?
That's a great question. So with the change in our bylaws, the speakership will now be kind of its own thing. So the speaker does not introduce bills or write bills or even vote on the bills unless there is a tie in the Senate, of which case the speaker will have the tie-breaking vote. So if I feel something should be changed, I can talk with other senators and try to get them on board with it, but it will be up to them to actually write the bill, to co-sponsor the bill, and present it to the Senate.
So education is one of my biggest platforms. So over the summer, I'll be working with Todd and we'll be tabling to recruit some FYC people for the next semester, but also working on some education materials just so it's kind of crystal clear for the new senators, like, oh, okay, this is what to do, this is what not to do. I feel like that has just kind of been an issue this past year. So working on that, but also communicating with exec, like, oh, hey, how can we talk with the student body, like, oh, we're SGA, this is everything that we do. You can utilize us because we are for the students.
Thank you. Senator Ryan Head.
Thank you. I was wondering if each of you, in your own words, could you just say what the role of the speaker is to you? Why is it important? Why would you pursue this role rather than that of a senator?
I can start. I'm actually really passionate about this role just because I know that Senate could be better improved through education. And I really want to work with all of these senators and just empower their voices, like, and just help them. I think that's really important. It just starts with the senators, since we are student leaders, we are for the students, and it's not a lot of students know that.
I agree with what Quinn said. I'd just like to add on with trying to have the senators be more active in our respective councils and trying to encourage everyone to get out there, to be listening, hearing what the students are talking about, what they need, what they want from us, and then to have them encourage them to actually write the bills and get the legislation going so that the regular students can feel their voices are actually heard. And I guess why I'm actually pursuing this role, I guess I've just always felt a call for leadership. I don't know why. I always feel that's an important thing for people to have leadership skills, and I think leadership is an important skill, especially considering the career I want to go into. It might be interesting, but there is a lot of important leadership for music, and so I think having the skills of being able to organize large meetings and organize a large group of people will transfer well for what I would like to do in the future.
Do we have any other questions for our speaker candidates? If not, I move to end the extended time early and begin the process of deliberating and voting on our next speaker.
I second that.
Right. I am creating breakout room for Brett and Quinn. Please join Brett and Quinn. Okay, so for the new senators, what we are about to do now is deliberate upon who we believe to, or who we are believing to be the best candidate for speaker. And then I will motion for us to come to a vote. And let's get back to the slide. So, would anybody like to make any statements for, okay, Senator Reese would.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I think that Quinn definitely brought a an aggressive kind of go get him attitude to the role, and I think that she definitely had a lot of ideas and good stuff that she wanted to bring, more so than necessarily Brett was able to mention during this. So that's where I would put my support.
Senator Ryan Head.
I would agree with Senator Wood. I think Quinn has shown that she's gone above and beyond, I think, in trying to be active and bring new legislation constantly and trying to find ways to improve this body. There was a lot of times I didn't always agree with her and I opposed her in a few instances, but I think her zeal for the position and her genuine good faith efforts in improving it are remarkable. And Brett Boyer is terrific as well, but I think that Senator Tran will bring much more. So I think she'll do the better job.
Senator Emily He.
I also want to speak for Quinn. So I'm one of the FYC kids, as she calls us. And I had the pleasure of working with her for this past year, and she really knows her stuff and it shows. And she's very passionate about creating real change on campus that is really good for the entire student population. So I think she'll be a really good fit for speaker.
Thank you. Senator Haley Prinz.
Hello, everyone. I would like to also speak on behalf of Quinn. One of my biggest things that I was looking for is like, who's been acting like they've been running for an entire year, and Quinn's actions through legislation that she's tirelessly worked on putting together, and truly just the commitment constantly I've seen all year and the initiative to make the first year student council and so on. It makes me feel confident that she would do a very good job.
Thank you. Senator Sagi Rudnick.
Thanks, Duke. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of echo what everyone's been saying thus far and speak in favor of Quinn for the position of speaker. I think Quinn's passion for just making our lives better as students, I think is just...
Oh no, you've cut out again.
Extremely rare. The way she is so incredibly passionate about... Oh, did I cut out?
Just a bit, but you're back. You're back.
Okay. Okay, amazing. Thank you. Yeah, my internet's been weird today, but I appreciate everyone bearing with me. Anyway, point is, yes, I definitely think Quinn deserves everyone's vote for this position. She's extremely dedicated, from the Constitution Revision Act that she worked on to improving the bylaws and, she's had so many projects going on that have been helping, us as an institution and as a university. And yeah, I agree with what everyone's been saying. I think she should be speaker.
Senator Shea Gure. it's going to take me forever. Luckily, I'm not the speaker, so I don't have to learn it too terribly quickly.
No, that was good. I'm not speaking on behalf. I just wanted some quick information from the outgoing senators while I can ask. Brett claims that he has a extensive organizational experience, which to me, it seems like the speaker is not only someone who's passionate, but someone who is good logistically. So I was just wondering, outgoing senators, you've worked with Quinn. Does she also have similar organizational skills to organize a large group like our senatorship?
I personally will say yes, because she was single-handedly, more or less, working on the first year council to create it. I know that I've heavily supported it, as well as several other senators. And I do believe that Quinn has that same capability.
Thank you.
Do we have any other vocalizations of support for either of our candidates? If not, I would like to move to vote, do a roll call vote. Do we have a second?
I second that.
All right. Internal Affairs Director Malavika, you've got most of the list for the 2022-2023 senators. And you can go through the schools, because I know that some of them did not participate in the general election, but they do have senators present. So if you could do that.
I believe the old Senate is supposed to elect the speaker.
Todd?
What is the question?
I'm just making sure that for the vote, it's the old Senate that has to appoint, right?
That has been the tradition, yes.
The old Senate does do
Yes.
the vote? Okay, I'm sorry then.
No worries.
So yes, Malavika, please conduct our roll call vote.
Student Council, Block School Student Association.
I'm not hearing any, what are we voting for?
Speaker.
So are they being asked to say who they're voting for?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if we can hear you very well, Malavika. I can't.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we've got a message from Tate. Todd, are you allowed to do the roll call vote?
I can. I mean, no, it's not a good look.
Let me pull up the agenda, because I do not have the whole list memorized, regrettably. This is unfortunate.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes. Please do this.
Okay, Block School Student Association.
Block School Student Association, Max Lenny. I vote for Quinn Tran.
Block School Student Association, Tate Berry. I also vote for Quinn Tran.
Okay, Collegiate Panhellenic Council.
Collegiate Panhellenic Council, Haley Prinz, and I vote for Quinn Tran.
Conservatory Student Association. Graduate Student Council.
Eli Fair Graduate Student Council, abstain.
Interfraternity Council.
Reese Wood, Interfraternity Council, I vote for Quinn Tran.
Medical School Advisory Council.
Medical School Advisory Council, Stephanie Kim, I vote for Quinn Tran.
Medical School Advisory Council, Erica Rampali, I vote for Quinn Tran.
Multicultural Student Organization Council.
Multicultural Student Organization Council, I vote for Quinn Tran.
National Panhellenic Council.
National Panhellenic Council, Aaron, I vote for Quinn Tran.
Pharmacy Student Council.
Pharmacy Student Council, Amy Janowski, I vote for Quinn.
School of Biological and Chemical Sciences Student Council.
School of Biological and Chemical Sciences, Christian Dang. My vote goes to Quinn Tran.
School of Biological and Chemical Sciences, Grayson Petrozinski, and I vote Quinn Tran.
School of Computing and Engineering Student Council.
School of Computing and Engineering Student Council, Reagan Down, I vote for Quinn Tran.
School of Dentistry Student Council.
School of Dentistry Student Council, Alexandria Thomas, I vote for Quinn Tran.
School of Education Council.
School of Education Student Council, Nicole Davidge, I abstain.
Okay, School of Law.
School of Law, I vote for, Ryan Head, I vote for Quinn Tran.
School of Law, Shay Guerin, I vote for Quinn Tran.
Sexuality and Gender Alliance Council.
Sexuality and Gender Alliance Council, Tatiana Taylor, and I vote for Quinn Tran.
Student Athlete Advisory Council.
Student Athlete Advisory Council. I don't believe I have voting rights as an alternate, correct?
I believe you do. Is that right, Todd?
Come vote.
I'm just filling in for Micaiah. Do I have voting rights?
You can abstain.
Okay, I'll abstain.
Okay, Student Council of Nursing and Health Studies.
Nursing and Health Studies, Joey Gamble, vote for Quinn Tran.
Nursing School of Health Studies, Kai Sayre, I vote for Quinn.
Okay, Senators at Large.
Sagi Rudnick, and I'm voting for Quinn Tran.
And as speaker, I do not vote unless there is a tie, which there is not. So let's see, we had 22 votes cast, but 3 people could not vote despite being present, which brings us at 25 present total.
Quinn has been elected.
Yeah. All right. Let's bring our candidates back in. And close all rooms. All right. So it is my pleasure to announce our 2022-2023 Speaker of the Senate for the Student Government Association. Speaker Quinn Tran. Congratulations, Quinn.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. And thank you, Brett, for running. You did a great job. Now let us move on to our officer reports, as that concludes the Senate's business. So our outgoing officers, Tim Wen, President, not really outgoing, but what is your report for our final meeting of this session?
Yes, I guess first I wanted to say congratulations to Quinn on getting speaker, as well as for the rest of the executive board. What I really want to do as well is to thank the entire Senate for their participation, for coming to meetings, attending meetings by being an active participant. And I am very fortunate and lucky to see and help move SGA in the position forward. And like I said, even at the very start, this is not something that I can do alone. This is something that takes more than one person, an entire village. So I'm really excited to work with everyone that is incoming, as well as those that are recently and newly elected to the Senate, as well as the exec board. And really, I wanted to say as well, for those who have exams coming up, good luck with your finals and good luck with wrapping up the semester. And I hope if I don't see you guys soon, have a good summer break, as well as please stay in touch if you need anything. Thank you.
Thank you, President Tim. Madam Vice President Abigail Weiler, what is your final report for this academic session?
Hi, everyone. I just want to echo what Tim said. Congrats to everyone on the elections. And thank you all for a great year in SGA. I will not be here next year as I'll be studying abroad in France, but I am very excited to hear what you all do and hear about all of your accomplishments for the student body. And then I do actually have some updates. So first off, Denim Day is this Wednesday, and a video was posted kind of educating people on what it is and telling you how you can participate. Pretty much just wear jeans on Wednesday, and there'll be other events put on by the Women's Center. But if you want to learn more, go to the SGA Instagram, and on their recently reposted is in their stories is a video about it. So I encourage you to watch that, support it in every way you can. And then also, if you can, repost it on your own stories. And then also the blood drive is this Thursday. Last time you hear me talk about it, it is this Thursday from 9 to 3. And we desperately need more volunteers. So I really encourage you to share the link to all of your spheres of influence. I will add the donation link in the chat, as well as the link to volunteer if you are interested. Here's the volunteer link, but I'll add both of those in the chat for you to do. And again, I just encourage you to donate and volunteer yourselves, and to send it out to all of your councils and schools that you're a part of, and then also repost the SGA post about the blood drive onto your Instagram if you're able to. And then also just wanted to kind of promote my sorority Delta Zeta is having a big fundraiser, our major philanthropy event this Thursday. I encourage you to come. There's a suggested donation of $5. It's going to be at the on the soccer fields from 7 to 10, and we're playing Capture the Frog and fundraising for the Starkey Hearing Foundation, Happy Bottoms, and a couple other organizations in Kansas City. So I encourage you to take part in that if you're interested. And again, I'll send the link for the blood drive, but thank you all again.
Thank you, Vice President Abby. All right, Internal Affairs Director Malavika.
I guess thank you for the great year. I think a lot of you have heard from me through attendance emails. So, but I guess, yeah, thank you for the great year, and thank you for voting and being a part of SGA. It helps a lot of students, and you're the voice for the student body, and it's an important role. So great job for getting involved, and definitely try to get involved with donating in the blood drive if you're able to. But that's it for my report.
Thank you, IAD Malavika. And our final officer report, Comptroller Kyle Potts.
Yeah, congratulations again to everybody who's won. It's very exciting. I'm sure you guys will do great next year. And then for my report, our SASC meeting last week, we approved $8,839.31. And we do have our last meeting on Monday.
Looks like a lot, actually. I don't think I trust it.
Terrific. All right. Now we have our open forum. Should people wish to speak. Real quick, I would like to mention or tell Quinn, you may reach out to me. I encourage you to reach out to me so that way we can ensure a smooth transition from speaker to speaker. And I would request that new senators, please email Quinn as she is, the speaker, so that way she can have your emails to be able to communicate with you over the summer and throughout the next school year. It is very vital for us to be able to be in communication fairly regularly, at least once every other week. Do we have anything from our outgoing or incoming senators? Speaker Quinn Tran.
Hi, everyone. Thank you again for voting in the general election, but also in the speaker election. Primarily for the new senators, but also the old senators, I have an absurd amount of flex dollars that I need to use, and I would love to treat you all with that. So if you're a new senator and you just kind of want to get to know me, I would be more than happy to buy you something, or also an old senator just to celebrate all your hard work. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker Quinn. Would anybody else like to speak? Senator Ryan Head.
I just want to wish all the new senators and returning senators good luck next year. I've enjoyed my time here with you. Congratulations to Quinn, and I also want to say that Brett Boyer is an excellent senator, and I think he definitely has the school's interests at heart. So I wanted to congratulate him on a well-run raise from one former conservatory student to a current conservatory student. So thanks again, guys, and best of luck to all of you.
Senator Nabil Abbas.
Good afternoon, you all. I just wanted to again echo the same words to all of you. It has been, yes, the Zoom is hard of doing student government, but work, but we have continued to do the good work. We have continued to put, our students and the decisions we make in the space, the top priority. And so I encourage our newbies to, continue, and those are returning who have been elected to rerun and continue the good work, to keep that in mind when you're moving forward. It can get tense, it can get good, but also keep in mind that, student government is the work that our students are expecting from us, and we're in this space, we're elected in this space as senators, as exec board members, to put them in mind when we're in this space. And so with that, it's been a joy, you all, getting to know some of you all, and I'll continue to support the good work you guys do as I wrap up my semester here.
Thank you, Nabil. Do we have anyone else who wishes to speak? Once again, I cannot thank my outgoing senators enough for all the work you've done working with me over this past year. Y'all have been great. I've expressed my sentiments in the last email, and they could not be any less, or they could not be any more true today than they were yesterday. Do we have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
For one last time, I motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
Then at 7:04 p.m., I called this meeting and the academic session for this 2021-2022 Senate adjourned. Thank you all. Have a great summer.